City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine.
Today is the first day when I'm actually going out and about. But before we start the day, we need our morning coffee fix. Good morning, everyone. So the place that I'm going to is called Java. It's one of the most popular, as well as it's a chain as well, coffee shop in Nepal. When you live abroad and visit your home country, it's a mixture of emotions, gratefulness, nostalgia, and a deep sense of comfort. If you're joining us for the first time, my name is Tisha. I am 35 years old and I currently live in New York City. I'm originally from Kathmandu, Nepal, and I moved to the US when I was 18 for my undergrad. So I ended up getting their Java Cafe Mocha. Never had it before, but it looks really good on these marshmallows. It is marshmallow on the top. That is actually really good. My mom and I, we are on Bumble right now. She's going through prospects. She's so excited. She has literally been bugging me to go out on dates for like 2 years or so. To my mom's disappointment, I did not go on any dates. I'm back in my hometown for 2 weeks and I'm so excited to share my culture, upbringing and traditions with you. So I'm heading to Kathmandu Durbar Square. So the street that I'm taking is very narrow and very busy. Ooh, there's a wire. Someone's fixing the wire in front of me right now. You'll see him behind me. So this is the street that I used to take to go to tuition classes. This section of streets in Kathmandu makes me very nostalgic, always. It's a museum entry. You know, I've never been to any museum in Nepal. So whenever I used to come here back then, I just used to walk around. The main reason why I used to come here was because my tuition classes. Yes? Oh, Nepali. This is such an iconic spot. There are no cars allowed at all. I love the outfits. They're wearing our traditional outfits here. Kathmandu Valley has 3 major historic cities, Kathmandu, Lalitpur and Bhaktapur, and each city has its own Durbar Square, and all 3 are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Today we are visiting Kathmandu Durbar Square, which features ancient temples and old palaces dating back to 12th to the 18th centuries. That's the throne. It's so hard to see it. And I don't even know if this is the right way to store it. Right in front of a mirror with the sun beaming. This one was used to carry the bride in the royal marriage. For the late Queen Aishwarya, who died in the massacre, they used this to carry her body as well. As I walk through these ancient temples and palaces, I think about all the generations that have passed through these walls. It's just a strange feeling that nothing in life is permanent, even though it may seem that way. Years ago, these palaces were inhabited by the royal family, and now that's far from a reality. Everything is temporary. People, moments, and even these places themselves change over time. So the museum that we went earlier, it's right here in the corner. Since I went to the Nepali museum by myself, I guess we can consider this as a solo date. I had such a great time. It was very chill and relaxed, I would say. For dinner, I'm meeting my childhood best friend. I just wanted to redo my makeup since I had it on since morning. So this is my outfit for today. I'm wearing this white sweater that is like, it just has pin on the front, black skirt, stockings, and then my chunky black boots. In Kathmandu right now, it does get chillier at night as well as in the morning. During daytime, it's pretty warm. So I only got 2 coats with me. One is this pink one and the other one is a black coat. So I have one that is a staple one And then the other one, which is more like a statement piece. I think it looks cute, right? You know what? I'm gonna do all pink.
Never let him get you down. Gonna make you stay just fine. 이대로 모자라지도 넘치지도 않아. 'Cause I got my collection. 따뜻한 물에 bathe. 향기 가득한 로션 촉촉해져. My cocoa bomb. Oh, I don't care what they say. I like it, I go la 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 la. I like it, I just want. Oh baby, say it and make it a day brighter day. I like it, I go la 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 la. I like it, I just want.
I'm all lazy up here on the bed and look at my mom in the morning. This is me. We don't let anything go to waste. We're using key container to store. What is this, Daddy?
Sesame.
Now we are adding sugar. We're adding yogurt. Oh, matching green on green. Ooh. My dad and my aunt got invited to Radisson for their, it's annual cake decoration event, I believe. Ma! This is such a pretty cake. You're क्या? Teka, tayo sa live na feeling. Wala ba siya? Namaste. I'll take the menus. So this is our outfit for today. So my mom is wearing a lovely sari. Ta-da! She has these bangles and then she has paired it with these two necklaces. And then I'm wearing this kurta. We got this only yesterday. And the sleeves were up until here. We took the sleeves off at my mom's clothing store factory. Very simple. It's a very rushed outfit for today. My grandmom had made some wishes for her grandkids and had prayed that if they were fulfilled, she would perform this puja and light lakpati, which means 1 lakh diyas, and then 100 eggs, baras, and fishes as an offering.
सानोले हुँदैन मा कति पछि टिका लगाइदिनु लाग्यो
भतिजा भतिजा कन्टेन्ट छोडेर
I'm eating samay bhaji after such a long time. They're also like authentic samay bhaji.
I love you.
So we can't leave until the fire extinguishes. And we actually had dropped coin when we had placed the fire. Bye. Today's puja went really well. After such a long time, I got to participate in a puja like this. Now I'm getting ready to meet my mom's side of the family. After we got back home, my mom and we were just laying on the bed. I didn't do much today at all besides showing up, to be truly honest. Even without doing anything, I am so tired. For my outfit today, I'm gonna wear these boots. I'm just gonna hide it underneath. I only have 3 shoes with me. No, actually 4. One is like my Converse sports shoes. Third one is my black chunky boots, and the fourth one is this one, and I'm just hiding it underneath. And then it adds a little bit of height. Butsa, kutama? Butsa. I guess it was not discreet. My mom is wearing a monochromatic gray look, so I ended up switching to the black ones. I've never tried this before. It's very cute. It's actually a very good spot to take photos. So we are at Bhaktapur Durbar Square. So we went to Kathmandu Durbar Square last time. So this is the second Durbar Square. So this is how the old houses used to be. So pretty. Salome. Kasto majako. Oh wow. That is so cool. Oh? Paila? We can't open this one. Oh. But this one can be open. Oh. Eh. Gusto ramro. Oh, kholi. Oh, that is actually very deep. Pura storage nita. The whole thing is storage. What? I had no idea about this. They have done a phenomenal job maintaining the artifacts. Bhaktapur Durbar Square also features a mix of old palaces and temples dating back to 12th to 18th centuries. I love how they're wearing the traditional attires and taking photos here. So this is an old palace. I'll show you guys from the other side as well. It's known as Tezza, which means 55 windows. It'll make sense when I show you from the other side. That is such a big bell. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, this is where the water comes from. Bhaktapur is always well known for keeping the Durbar Square clean, well maintained. Even the museum that we went today, it holds up to that standard. And one of the person who works there, he ended up just coming and explaining us things, and he explained it in such detail and with love. So whenever we have to rank the 3 Durbar Squares in Kathmandu, Bhaktapur ranks first in cleanliness, maintenance, and then second is Patan, which hopefully will be going in upcoming days. And then third one is always Kathmandu. Again, Kathmandu is the main city in Nepal. So the population-wise is obviously bigger. I guess that's one of the main reasons why it's hard to maintain. Thank you, Eday. Thank you. Bhaktapur is also well known for their yogurt. We call this dudu dao. Dao means yogurt, and this is how the yogurt comes in this container. Dudu dao tastes really good. Apartment decoration ko lang sama lang na pala siya ba to? Rama sa yo. I am scared. Very good. Got it. These stairs are always so steep and narrow. I'm always scared going up and down. But this is the view from the top of the temple. All the buildings around Bhaktapur Durbar Square, they have to follow like a certain code. So this is one of the ways Bhaktapur has maintained our heritage and culture. I feel like I keep saying it in almost all the clips that this is so freaking cool. Damn, the architecture. My mom also has not been to any museums, Nepali museums in the past. This is the first time. Huh? First time. It's just we have so many cultural sites just out and about. I think that's one of the main reasons why we never went to a museum before. If you live in Kathmandu or if you're visiting Kathmandu, I highly recommend to visit the museums, not just Kathmandu, even in your hometown. I urge you to explore and do the touristy things. Go to the places to sightsee, go to the museum to learn about your heritage, your culture, and your upbringing. Oh, so pretty. Bhaktapur is like completely different than Kathmandu. Like the energy is completely different. Oh. Maizu cooked momo and then tuela and then homemade achar for momo as well. Give it to mama. Cheers. 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 Kansu. Cheers. Bye bye. One of my favorite desserts. Today morning was one of my aunt's birthday. So for our birthday celebration here, we always do puja in the morning. And later during the day is when we'll have either dinner. We either do it at home and invite other people, or we do it outside at a restaurant. Last night I went to my mama Maitu's place, and my cousin sister, she was recommending to try out zip lining. So we might be doing that today. It's nothing really truly planned out. If you watched my Nepal vlogs from last year, you probably noticed that I had so many cousins in those vlogs compared to right now. So majority of the younger generation from both my mom as well as that side of the family, they live abroad. So it feels so weird that this time around it's just me. Last year, since it was my sister's wedding, everyone was visiting, and that was our big reunion after I think 16 years or so that all of us were in one place. Majority of my immediate aunts and uncle, they studied abroad and they moved back home. And I think majority of my cousins who moved abroad, few may return back, but I feel like majority of us will be settling abroad. And that's a reality for a majority of Nepali household here. So depending on people's preference, as well as if they're able to afford it, for better opportunities, they will move abroad for studies. Some of them will come back. Youth who are originally from Kathmandu, there aren't a lot here anymore. People from like outskirts of Kathmandu or other cities or other villages, they moved to Kathmandu City since this is the major city in Nepal. Any of my friends that I'll be meeting during this trip, they all settled here. Either they studied abroad and they came back home, or they studied here and decided to stay here. I'm not trying to imply that there aren't any opportunities. There are in fact a lot of opportunities in Kathmandu. Decision to either to stay or not to stay really depends on one's socioeconomic situation, which I believe is one of the biggest factors. Beside that, family relationship and also personal preference. And you know how there is a trend online where they say in another lifetime and they say something that they wish? Here during this trip, I kept thinking maybe in another lifetime we all decided to stay here, or maybe in another lifetime we all decided to move back, or at least majority of us. But again, all of us move abroad for better opportunities and all of us deserve that. So it's a very hard feeling. It's like a tug of war. A part of me wants to live in Nepal and a part of me wants to live in New York City. So it's like it's push and pull. but it's never on one side. It's always like, you know, going back and forth. Just uprooting yourself and moving to a different country is hard, but then having that feeling of missing home and at the same time wanting to live in a certain place, that's again is a very hard feeling. Hopefully in future I'll find a job where maybe I can live in Kathmandu for like 3 months or like 2 months, and then rest of my time in New York City, or equally split my time between 2 places. All our highways goes like this, and then go down. We go around the hill, up and down. So these are Nepali chips. I forgot how spicy these chips are. These all are from recent flooding in Nepal. Monda!
Your destination is on the left.
Monda! We came here to zip line, but it looks like it's closed. Le! It's closed. Oh, they're chickens. Wow. Oh, ziplining here would be so crazy. Wow, we can see the Himalayas. Hold on, let me zoom in a little bit. Right over there on the right hand side. Just like 30 minutes drive or 1 minute drive outside of the main Kathmandu area, you'll see the hills. And it's so quiet compared to the city. Oh, there are goats here. Hey buddies. I always find it so fascinating how the houses are built in these areas. It's just crazy. So maybe like 2 months ago, there was heavy rainfall and landslide in Kathmandu. So ever since then, the zip line has been closed. It's just not updated online. So now, katanya ba? Kar? So we have climbed till here. We still have a lot to go actually. You can't really see it from here. Whew. But there's a lot to go. I think you can see the top now. Someone's making a TikTok right there. So that's the top up there. Swamybunath, also known as the Monkey Temple, dates back to the 5th century and is also one of UNESCO's World Heritage Site. It's mainly a Buddhist stupa, and also Hindu temples coexist on this site. I think this opens up only in the morning. You can see the Buddha a little bit from here. And the view you see from the top here is of the city. Majority of the settlements are on the flat area. So that's why all the houses are up here. Whereas you can still see the greenery up on the hills. You can see the Himalayas too, hold on. Like up here. Growing up, we all hear about loss, but it doesn't truly hit you until you experience it. For me, it didn't sink in until I lost my grandparents on my mom's side of the family and my granddad on my dad's side of the family. Whenever I visited Nepal or when I lived here, I used to spend time with them, but now they aren't here anymore. As I get older, the people I love and adore, they're getting older too, and what scares me the most is the idea of life without them. Every loss feels like a piece of me is gone, a piece of my childhood, and while I know my life with them, I just can't comprehend my life without them. Right now I'm getting ready for, I think, dinner and drinks. Also tomorrow I signed up for helicopter tour around Everest base camp. I'm excited as well as I'm very nervous about tomorrow. This was decided out of a whim. So my sister's husband's sister, when she visited last year for their wedding, so after the wedding she went on this helicopter tour. So she inspired me to step out of my comfort zone. Also today morning I went to Narayanhiti Palace Museum with my cousin sister. After the monarchy ended in Nepal is when this palace opened up as a museum. It has such a sad history to it. So in 2001, there was a royal massacre. It happened on Friday night when all the royals were in one place for a family gathering. That was one of the darkest period of our history. I was in grade 6 or like grade 7. I remember we didn't have school for a month, and after that a lot of instability happened in Nepal, political instability, which again led to economic crisis as well. So King Birendra ruled Nepal for 30 years. He was beloved by the public. Once King Birendra passed away, Prince Dipendra was still in coma. Even though he was not in a stable condition, he was announced as the king, and I think he was only a king for like 2 days or something, and he passed away. After that, the person who was next in line was King Birendra's second brother. He ended up taking the throne, King Gyanendra, and after a few years, the monarchy ended. So this museum did not allow to take any photos or videos. It was so airy to visit the palace, and it was like a time capsule. How things were in 2001, like the color, design, furniture, and also they had an area where the massacre happened. And per the news and documentation, they claim that Prince Dipendra, he's the one who killed the entire family, and that's where the official investigation ended. But a lot of public, they don't believe that. It is such an airy feeling, and it just shows how life changes within seconds. And after the museum, my cousin, sister and I, we went to bakery cafe, got momo and then sizzler. All of it was really good. Oh hey! How are you? I'm ready.
Is this chicken?
I think so, it's chicken. Yep. Poo and biryani. And with this, I will end the vlog here. I really hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me in my hometown, and I'll see you guys in part 2 of Nepal vlog.